This is Easy Work Boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. This one by Al Haymon and Bob Arum. You know, usually, you know, them two gonna go to war with each other as long as both of them got fighters, man. You know, both of these guys, you know, been in the game for a minute, you know, especially Bob Arum. You know, a lot of people don't know Bob Arum used to be a lawyer too before he started boxing. So Bob know how to do trickery and shit, how to get shit that he want. You know, these two were both Harvard graduates. These two done alumni of that school. So you know these two got brains. You know, somehow, some way, Bob Arum is trying to go at his PBC fighters and trying to get them over there on the top ranked team, you know. And honestly, in my opinion, I think that would be the best thing for some of the Al Haymon fighters, because Al Haymon, he really isn't doing anything for these guys besides the payday. And I'm gonna go into that too, about the paydays and, you know, and what that has to do with this, you know. But Bob Arum, you know, even though he ain't promoting, while he trying to go at Al Haymon fighters, you know, you need to be focusing on the one star that you do got, Terrence Crawford. I think if you would make Terrence as big as he's supposed to be, then maybe you can go in and steal Al's fighters. You know, because you got the undisputed champ sitting over there, and don't nobody really know him but people in Omaha. You know, I just posted him on Facebook, him and Deontay Wilder on my Facebook page. I got more likes on Deontay than I did Terrence, and Terrence the undisputed champ. You know, but you know, these two guys went to court before, you know, when Oscar De La Hoya was trying to sue him, and Bob Arum was trying to sue Al Haymon, you know, about the Ali Act, you know, about you can't be a manager and a promoter at the same time, you know. But Al Haymon, you know, is really known to be as an advisor. I don't really understand what the fuck that mean. I mean, he still pay the guys, and I guess he tell them what's the best fights for him to fight. I guess, I mean, that's what an advisor do, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he a manager or a promoter of any of them, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say about Al Haymon is, you know, you got to feed the wolves, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck how good, how much money you can give me up front just for that fight. But you know, Bob Arum gonna do you, screw you. He gonna give you that big check like he did Floyd, just to hold you there in his pocket. You know, Floyd had to pay like $750,000 just to get out of his contract with Bob Arum. You know, so like I said, Bob Arum used to be a lawyer. He know how to make a contract to get in your ass and keep you at hold. You see what he did to Manny Pacquiao. And you know, Manny Pacquiao find the whole motherfucking tizine right now. Manny Pacquiao ain't getting a fuck about nobody, because, you know, he realized, and which, hold on, let me say this. I remember in one episode of, I don't know what it was Floyd Mayweather, they was interviewing him, and it was about Cotto. And before Cotto started, Cotto Promotions or something like that, and Mayweather said that Bob Arum told him, or said that when you leave Bob Arum, you trying to leave Bob Arum, he gonna do some fucked up shit to you. And he said that Bob Arum made sure that Cotto lost before he left Top Rank. And as you see, Manny Pacquiao been coming out saying situations of where he feel like he been getting played and getting his belts took and been set up by Bob Arum, because Bob Arum knew that Manny Pacquiao didn't want to sign no more contracts with him. And as you can see, Manny Pacquiao done fired his whole team, and Freddie Roach been along with that little bullshit too. So he let all of them go. Now back to what I was saying about you got to feed the wolves. It's like a street mentality. You know, you want loyalty, you want respect, you don't want nobody to do no underhanded shit on you. You got to feed them, man. You just can't be sitting up here putting motherfuckers up on the lights and they hungry. And you know, that's why I think Bob Arum is why Bob Arum trying to steal people. He better worry about his motherfucking people leaving him. Cause people quit, everybody leave Bob Arum, shit. So, but one thing about that, I think Al Haymon got his loyalty intact with his fighters. You know, for a man to give a fighter that much money who just been, and all his fighters don't fight nothing but a year, you know, that's hard to come in and infiltrate. You know what I'm saying? That's like some bulletproof vest shit. You know, you gonna have to have some cop killers to hurt some shit going on over there with Al. Al got them checks, baby. And you know, when a nigga eating good, he ain't too much shit you could tell him. You know, unless Bob gonna up some of that signing money, and Bob got it. So you know what I'm saying. You can't say, but I ain't really too many heard nobody with complaints of Al Haymon. You know what I'm saying. So it's gonna be hard for the fighters from the PBC and who were Al Haymon just to slide over there. One fighter who I think is ran by and I said this in one of my videos, who's ran by Al Haymon or promoted or advised is Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder need to get the fuck on away from Al Haymon. I really think he need to go over there and fuck with Eddie Hearn. And that's, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna think I'm crazy for that. I just don't see it. I don't think nobody should sign with Mayweather Promotions, in which that's supposed to be Floyd shit, but I honestly believe that's Leonard Ellerby and Al Haymon shit. Floyd can't read, write, or motherfucking count for real. I don't see how the fuck he could manage a motherfucking company. But yeah, I think Deontay Wilder should leave Al Haymon. I wouldn't say Keith Thurman should leave him, because Keith Thurman can promote himself. Keith Thurman made his name by running his mouth, and Deontay Wilder is making his name now by running his mouth. But as far as the money that Deontay Wilder is getting compared to the other heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, I honestly feel he should leave Al Haymon and go somewhere else. Not Oscar De La Hoya, because I think Deontay Wilder started out with Oscar De La Hoya, and that shit didn't, but he didn't have a belt at the time. Maybe if Deontay's contract come up, maybe Oscar gonna give him a big check or something. So you never know. People just gotta wait their options and see what these fighters gonna do, and they make the best decision for themselves. Like Adrian Broner. I think Adrian Broner should have took that deal with 4 fight deal with Rock Nation. $40 million guaranteed. But because if Adrian Broner purses, his purses don't be that big either. Adrian Broner get probably like up to $4 million, $3 million a fight. After tax come, that's like what, 1 million, or saying somewhere in the thousands, 100,000s. But Adrian Broner, I think, should really lead Al Haymon. You got to go with Eddie, man. And that's all I got to say. Eddie up in them M's, But as far as with Al Haymon and Bob Arum, really I don't see either one of these guys being top-notch promoters. I think that Al Haymon just is out there because he has so many fighters that he takes care of, that he feeds well. And that's where the image of Al Haymon being this top of the line guy comes from. But like I said, for Al Haymon really don't know shit about boxing. Al Haymon's just a good businessman. And you can tell he don't know shit about boxing because he got all his top fighters sitting out for a year, letting Keith Thurman them sit. When Keith Thurman gonna even announce this fight? This motherfucking March with 21st, 20th, 22nd. I don't know. I be going to work. But when he gonna announce the fight? Goddamn, on May 1st. Shit, he's supposed to fight on May 19th. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what's going on with Al Haymon and his fighters. But with these two going head to head like this, I don't see why. Because any small fighter wouldn't stay with Al, or wouldn't go to Bob Arum ass. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't neither one of them doing shit. You had to look at the proof in the pudding, and you got the number one guy right now running around. Don't nobody really know his name. And shit, Jeff Horn give more clout than motherfucking Terrence Crawford right now. You talking about you want to come over here and steal somebody motherfucking fighter. But you better sit your old fat ass down and go drink a motherfucking protein shake and sit around them fine ass Corona girls you be having. Them bitches be fine in the motherfucker too. I ain't lying, but as far as Al Haymon as the business mind, especially for putting boxing on public television, I love him for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if it's two so-called bums on that fight. At least you can watch some shit for free. You know what I'm saying? And Al come, while Bob Arum talking that shit, he go right behind him and do the same shit, sign up with ESPN and all that shit. So, it may be a form of just more jealousy of Al Haymon. That's what it seemed like to me, because you talk more shit about Al Haymon than a little bit Bob Arum, but then you go right behind him and follow his blueprints to make money in the game. So I think this more of a just like a dick contest, penis contest, who dick the longest contest, who the best man, strongest man. And that's all going on between these two, you know what I'm saying? And I think Bob Arum just want to get under Al Haymon's skin a little bit and make him think that he can actually come take his fighters. But I really doubt that that can happen, because once you feed a dude well, like I said, you feed them wolves, you protect it, man. You ain't really got too much to worry about unless you come over and do some fucked up shit. Then, a nigga ain't gonna give a fuck how much money you getting them. They're gonna leave your ass hang, go to somebody else. But hopefully, I hope a lot of these fighters don't go to Bob Arum. Well, they go to ESPN now, so it don't really matter to me. Long as I can see a free fight, I really don't give a damn. I think pay-per-view should be really out the question now. Ain't nobody really paying for no pay-per-view fights no more. I think Mayweather-Pacquiao really fucked that up. So $100 a fight, and then he come behind with this weak-ass McGregor shit. Oh, my God, that shit make me sick every time I think about it. But I just hope that whatever go on, we still be able to see the same fighters, the same matches coming up on television for free, and everybody get their money, and whoever they decide to go to, just keep them out there and fight. That's all we concerned about as boxing fans. So this is Easy Work Boxing. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button. All right, I'm out.